All right, so today I want to go over what I think are the biggest mistakes that people make when trying to grow their biceps. And stick with me on this because it's actually the exact opposite of every other video I've seen. So let's get after it. I'm going to go over a couple things today, but the biggest mistake I see is people trying to focus on doing a full range of motion. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but think about it this way. If you have any weight on the bar whatsoever, when you're getting to a point where you're stressing the muscle, that full range of motion usually gets lost. Unless you're incredibly advanced at training and you're somebody who probably should be a trainer in the first place, that first part of the motion isn't your bicep fully engaging and flexing up. It's usually a little pop in the hips, shoulder comes forward, the anterior delt starts to flex, you catch the bicep contraction on the way up, and you finish with the shoulder, and then the negative is sometimes, who knows, just a straight drop down and then into the same motion. I think people lose a lot of the lift and a lot of the contraction and flex and stress they can put on the muscle by focusing too much on that full range of motion. I have yet to have a trainee come in, regardless of their experience, and be able to do a fully stretched bicep curl all the way up, working set, without losing it in some sort of way. Without having a supporting muscle jump in, and really them just focusing on, let me finish the actual set itself, and losing the connection to the bicep. So we can fix that by cutting out the top half and bottom half of the movement. And I challenge you to do this on every single bicep exercise you do, because it's really going to keep that connection to the bicep. So what I want you to do is find the top half and bottom half you're going to cut out. Because you'll notice as you're curling up, there's diminishing returns at the top half. From here to here, there's really not much of a flex left. So take that out, right? The bottom half, you're really just engaging that tendon at the bottom. So take out that initial jolt, and this will be your bottom right here. So the full range of motion that I want you to complete is from here to here. That's it. Now, I know for a fact I'm going to get some random person that puts that study that shows full range of motion is better than partial range of motion, but trust me on this. Most of the studies are garbage. They're done by people who really don't have the focus that we do. They don't put the time, the nutrition, the effort, everything that we do into building muscle. I discount pretty much all of those, right? And for me, it's about experience. I've spent my entire career doing what I would consider partial range of motion, which is taking the top half and the bottom half, the extra crap of the movement out of there and just putting stress on the muscle, time under tension. Which brings me to the next biggest mistake, training too heavy. That 8 to 10 rep range just doesn't apply here. I don't do anything under 15 reps. And to really be honest with you, 20 to 30 reps is kind of my sweet spot. That's where I get the most growth. That's where my clients get the most growth, because the biceps are a small muscle. I mean, they get bigger, they look big eventually, but they're really a small muscle, and there's too many ways to lose the movement in your shoulders and I've seen people lose it in their glutes because they're just flexing so hard to try to yank that weight up. You can't tell me you can do a perfect cable curl with the entire stack, whatever you deem heavy, for 8 reps and keep that form. It's going to be lost somewhere. So lighten the weight, up the reps, you're going to get more results. The last one, which I should have just titled, Don't Be So Damn Stubborn, is don't focus so much on foundational movements. Now, immediately a red flag went off in everybody's head, and this guy's full of shit, but trust me on this. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people at the gym who don't look the part, right? They don't have the biceps, but they're in there and they're doing curls religiously every day. Straight bar curls, alternating dumbbell curls, the things that they think are gonna work. Maybe because they saw Arnold do it and he's just repping it out like crazy. He had some good bicep genetics. Focus on what works for you. I don't care if there's a machine at your gym it's a curves machine. Like, it's the goofiest girly machine, but you get a good connection to that bicep, hit that thing as much as possible. If cables is what get it for you, do that more. Don't focus on things because you think you should do them. Focus on the things you really connect with. I really want to give you something to walk away with. So next time you train biceps, cut the range of motion in half. Find that range that really fits for you, where you really connect with the muscle and you don't lose the contraction. Next thing, only train 20 reps and above every exercise you do. And the final thing is, every time you train biceps, add a new exercise that's a little bit different off the beaten path. And then every single week, write that down and write down how much you liked it, how much you connected with it. It could be something totally different. You can do lying cable curls. You can do pinwheel curls. Look those up. Those are great. Just try something different and write how much you connected with it. So in a couple of months, you'll have this perfect sheet of really good bicep exercises that work really well for your body. Oh yeah, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get after it, get growing. I'll talk to you soon.